Hello Capricorn, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading. Today's reading is about a relationship, a connection with somebody or with a group of people. It's got heavy karma connected with it, right? So you would see yourself facing challenges, facing a little difficulty in this connection. Okay, in this relationship, we will analyze what the situation is, why it's happening, and all of that. Okay, do check out the monthly reading for your sign to get an idea as to what's there for you in the 3rd and 4th week of August. So let me start your reading. Let's start a reading for Capricorn. Okay, so we'll start your reading, Capricorn, by getting a card which describes the energy, okay, of your connection. So what is the energy? I've got the King of Cups. Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. The Strength card. See, in this connection, it's all about reining in and holding on to your emotions and not expressing your emotions. You are not able to express how you feel. You probably hold back, or for whatever reason you speak in very measured ways, so that you don't let the other person or people know exactly how you feel. See, Princess of Cups, this is the Page of Cups. You've got 2 pages. Okay, communicating your feelings is something which requires a lot of energy from you. You find it very, very difficult to express your feelings to this person or to the people, whoever it is. Let me just continue with the reading. See, it's people in your family. So in the family, there are young people, who come in the children category, or young people in the family. You find it very difficult to express your emotions to them, or if not young people, but in the family, you find it, very burdensome to sit and talk to people and have a conversation about how people are, how they feel, how your family members are. Now, this could be in your family, it could be in any group or organization where you feel very restrained, where you feel very held back. You don't feel like talking about your feelings and your emotions, right? You'd rather talk about things which are of practical concerns, what needs to be done, basic affairs of the group or the family. Beyond that, to tell and share something about your feelings or from your heart, that is something which does not happen. And I have the Strength card here. I feel that you would love to probably share it with them, but for some reason you hold back, Capricorn. For some reason, you don't do that often enough, maybe. Okay, so that holding on to those emotions and holding on to those feelings becomes so burdensome for you. Being a family, being a group where you are like-minded, that's why you connect with them, you still cannot really unburden yourself and feel happy in their presence. This also gives you those mood swings, because when you want to express and you hold back and restrain the energy, you display strength in holding back. But you see, that is not what the right use of your willpower is. The right way to use your willpower is to be assertive and to do things which are for your well-being and happiness. So here you are, it's like it's slightly on the negative side, that you're exerting your will on yourself, that I don't share things with people, that I don't communicate my feelings, that I don't unburden my heart. Okay, now let's continue the reading. Look at the Tower card here. Got the Seven of Wands. See, in the past, Capricorn, in the past, you've been very very adamant with this, or you've been really really putting in all your energy and saying that I will not tell people how I feel, I will not tell people what I'm really going through, I will not tell people how unhappy I am. But you had a little awareness, a little understanding, okay, wherein you have started opening up to this. So in the past you were like that, but now you feel that this is not something, you had a little realization through whatever reason, whatever event has happened. You got the realization that I should start doing it, because you've probably seen it working, you've probably seen the good side of opening up to people. Okay, but in the past you were really really quite adamant on not sharing, or unburdening yourself. But something has happened which has made you take the first step towards opening up and sharing with people in your family. Otherwise you've always found it a burden. You've been feeling very heavy and burdened by the fact that you don't have anyone to share it with, whereas your family has been there all along, but you have held back, you have always been very restrained. Let's go back a little further. You got the Seven of Pentacles, because you felt that there has been no point in telling anybody anything. I mean, that was your thought process, that's what you felt. And you also felt that though I have everything, and even if I'm unhappy, what is the reason for being unhappy? Maybe nobody will understand it, right? So then what can I say that is the reason for my unhappiness? But sometimes it does happen that there could be no specific reason, but you just want to vent, you just want to share, you just want to express some sadness or grief. Sometimes it is coming from the past life, which we are going to see now. Suppressed emotions, suppressed expressions, which always have, energy always has to be released, energy always has to flow. You can't keep it tight and in a watertight compartment. It's going to, it's always moving, everything in the universe is moving, it bursts sometime. That's what the Tower card is. This lifetime you are understanding that outburst, you are understanding the importance of letting things flow, you are understanding how damaging it can be to restrain, constrain, keep things in airtight compartments, right? So it's not that anything is majorly in your environment so upsetting and distressing that people will say that why are you upset. But this is the energy coming from your past life, where in the past lives with the same set of people you have not been able to express, and now your energy and your soul wants to tell everything, you want to unburden whatever it is. Just that opportunity and the freedom to share whatever is in your heart, whether there's a reason or not is another thing, but just that opportunity, that let me speak what I want to speak. So what's the past life connect? Let's see. Oh, see, got the Ten of Swords. In the previous life you just kind of did not share your feelings with anybody, which became such a burden for you. You probably have been carrying that. I do not know how many of you resonate with this, but this is what the reading is. Okay, this is what the reading is telling me, that in the past when you did all these things, you got stabbed in the back for expressing your feelings. Maybe you told somebody something, that person told somebody else, that person told somebody else, eventually somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody played dirty with the way you spoke to them, they misused the information, they used it against you, they put you they kind of used the information against you, and which was a very unpleasant experience. And that is what you've been carrying, that what if I tell somebody this in this lifetime? That inherent fear is there. You do not know where that fear is coming from, but that fear is in you, Capricorn. It is coming from the past life. What if people use it against me? What if they make fun of me? What if they stab me in the back with this? What if they spread a rumor? What if it all those fears is the reason why you've been holding on, but you've had a breakthrough, which is really really nice, and you started experimenting and started taking the first step towards sharing and overcoming this fear. However it has happened, but it has happened. I'll get a card for this Ten of Swords. Okay, Let's see how it ties up. See, I got the health card. So this has been impacting your health now and in the past. Whatever has happened, it's affected your physical well-being, emotional well-being, mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. It got damaged because of whatever you had to endure in the past. See the fear card, that's exactly what I was saying. This fear has eaten into your health and well-being in the past, and that's why you say that I can't share, I just be very stoic and come across as somebody very responsible, mature. All that is fine, but see the kind of burden you've been carrying, the kind of unhappiness and sadness, and the strength, all your willpower has gone in just dealing with this and holding yourself back and constraining and restraining that energy which needs to be expressed. Okay, so that is what it is. Now let me see what are your obstacles. You got the Emperor card. Now your obstacle is it's totally up to you, Capricorn, how you're in charge of this entire thing. How are you going to carry this forward? What is going to be your next step? Keep your eye on the future and take your steps accordingly now. Just see how this thing is where is it going to lead you in the future? Being restrained, held back, or being open and getting out of this fear of sharing with people. That what if the past pattern comes back to haunt me? What if people again spread rumors, they stab me in the back, they misuse this information, they use it to my disadvantage? All of that, you need to break out of this, and that is what you need to see, that you got these two roads. So you need to see which road is going to lead where, because you got the Emperor card. You are in charge of this, you are in the driver's seat. Which road are you going to follow? Okay, so let me get a card on what's your guidance. You've got the Eight of Swords. You need to break out of this. This is these are just restrictions your mind has put, but with a reason. We have figured out the reason. So this fear which has been there is not unknown. I mean, for you it might be unknown, but when we are doing a reading, we know that you've been carrying it through lifetimes. Okay, so you need to little by little come out of these shackles which you have created to protect yourself. See, this is to protect, but then you see there's really no visible threat over here. It's just an imaginary threat. So for you it is not imaginary because it's there in your chakras. Just check the health of your throat chakra, check the health of your thyroid, do check if you have a cough often, okay, your throat pain, tonsillitis, do check if you have any of these issues. Okay, so that is that fear which you are still trapped in. Your guidance is to step out of this. Let's get some clarity on this Eight of Swords. See, Nine of Wands. Enough of staying shackled. You need to step out of this. So the best course for you is with the Three of Wands. Now you have to come out of this. You've already taken the first step, Capricorn. Continue on that path of expressing, talking and sharing. What's going to be your outcome? Let me get you a card of the outcome. You got the Eight of Pentacles. See, you are going to accomplish a lot with this by allowing yourself to speak, by allowing yourself to express. You do not know where this is going to lead. You do not know what the outcome is going to be, as in for the very, very long term, but there is a reason attached to this which will only manifest as you go on this path. But with the Eight of Pentacles over here, it's all about gaining expertise, it's all about gaining whole lot of experience, and it's all about gaining whole lot of recognition and skill. Through this, I think all of you Capricorn will acquire the skills of speaking, how to speak, what to speak, how to share, how to put your point across, how to be sympathetic, empathetic towards yourself and consequently with others as well. This is going to be work in progress for you, that the more you share, the more you express, you see the kind of developments that are going to come in your life, which are going to be different for all of you. The bottom line is all of you are going to develop, all of you are going to be very successful, and all of you will see very good results for yourself when you start on this path of expressing your feelings. Slowly you will overcome this. What's your guidance? If you believe. Okay, so you know this is something which you will, as you do, you are going to see the results. As you do, you will get the feedback. And if you believe that, you know, that this is what I, you know, it's all about your belief with all of these things. But I think all of you have seen a little bit of success with this. So if you believe that a little effort can lead to some kind of success, a little more effort is going to give you a lot more in return and free you of this past, restrictions, in the restrictive way you've been living, and getting over these fears, you know, once and for all. So with that, Capricorn, I wrap up your reading. Thank you for watching.